Welcome back to the Sal Pitera channel, and thanks for visiting us tonight. I appreciate you taking the time to say hello and drop by. And today we're going to talk about the latest in cruise news, as well as some fun other things. Before we start, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that, if you're not already subscribed, click the little bell notification. That way YouTube will let you know every time we upload a brand new video. So today we're going to talk about Carnival, my favorite cruise line, as well as some of the other cruise lines as well. But before we get started, just a couple of things. First of all, I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of your support for my channel since we started. We're over 50,000 members now and growing every single day. And hopefully we give you the kind of news and content that you're looking for when it comes to traveling and when it comes to cruising. Over today's video, if you do a super chat, which supports our channel financially, it's a little $ underneath of the chat. For those of you who opt to do a super chat, it makes sure that we see your comment because it highlights it on my side with all the other comments. Feel free to ask questions in the chat and I'll do my best to answer them. But if you do a super chat, we're guaranteed to see it because it highlights it. And for anybody who does decide to do a super chat over the course of this video, we're going to be picking somebody at random at the end of the video to send a free Carnival logo gift and another special surprise that will go to everybody who does a super chat as well. So if you consider doing a super chat during this video, you will automatically get a gift and one person will get a free logo item from Carnival. To get that logo item, if you're the winner, just send me a message through my Facebook within the next 24 hours. Again, you got to do it in the next 24 hours because I get so many messages on Facebook that if you don't do it in the next 24 hours, it's possible that we could miss it. Sandy, thank you so much for your super chat. Sandy gave us a super chat of 20 bucks. Really appreciate it. It goes a lot. It costs a lot of money to make these videos for the travel, as well as equipment. So we really do appreciate it. So let's talk about cruising, my favorite topic. And we're getting closer and closer every day to Carnival getting back to cruising. So it's been a tough couple of months for everybody. I want to say hi. First of all, I have a lot of friends who work on board who are watching this video right now. And I want to say hello to all of you. And I hope you all made it back home safely. So if you haven't been following the news, especially with Carnival over the last 2 months, Carnival took all but 9, I believe, of its ships last month. And they were all parked off the coast of the Bahamas. And they took all those ships and they dropped all the tenders in the water and they shuffled employees around from one ship to the other. And they put everybody on specific ships depending on where they live across the world. And then because they were having trouble getting flights for the crew to get home and see their family during the whole epidemic, Carnival decided that they were going to spend millions and millions of dollars to take those people and bring them back to their home port. So right now, there are ships in China, in South America, in Africa, literally all over the country. Carnival used their ships to bring employees home so that the crew could be with their families in these times of need. And I can't say thank you enough to Carnival for all of my friends that work on board. It's just so nice to know that they were able to get home safely. We have a couple quick super chats. First of all, Callie for a super chat, thank you very much. TikTok, I think I know who you are, but I'm not sure. Put in who you are in chat so we know. And also Georgina, thank you so much for the super chat. It is really appreciated. So that being said, Carnival is planning on sailing again on August 1st. So let's talk about, for those of you who are wondering, lots of those ships that are in other places in the world are not going to be back by August 1st. So as of right now, there are only certain ships that are scheduled to sail on August 1st. So let's go over those ships. The first ships will be leaving out of Miami, Florida, beginning with the Carnival Horizon, the Carnival Magic, and the Carnival Sensation. Then we have out of Port Canaveral, Florida, the Carnival Breeze and the Carnival Elation. And out of Galveston, Texas, the Carnival Dream, Carnival Freedom, and Carnival Vista. Those are the ships that are planning on sailing as of August 1st. But I'm here to tell you, that's not a guarantee. As a matter of fact, just yesterday, Arnold Donald, who is the president and CEO of Carnival Corporation, said that he's not even positive that Carnival will be sailing on August 1st. So while you can plan on cruising, and we're going to talk about the safety measures that Carnival will be taking if they do open up on August 1st, it's not a guarantee. So if you do book one of those cruises, it's very possible that on August 1st, you might not be cruising. So let's talk about that. First of all, I said in another video that it is a great time to book a cruise for August if you do plan on cruising, but even if you don't. And the reason why is because typically if Carnival has been canceling the cruise, they're not only offering a full refund if you want it, but if you take that cruise and put it towards a future cruise, then you're going to get up to $600 onboard credit in addition to having all of your money transferred to the new cruise. So a lot of people are booking cruises when they're planning on opening with the full expectation that they might not cruise, just so they can get that future cruise credit for free, up to $600 on a future cruise. So it's not a bad idea, but if you do that, you have to know that if they do sail on August 1st, that you will have to go. Otherwise, you could potentially lose your money. Deb Wright did a super chat for $10. Hey, Sal and Debbie, been looking forward to this all day. Thank you, Deb. So have I. Let me know what you think of the new software I'm using that puts things on the screen and highlights things, and we can see your text and talk to you as well. So what do you think? I'm looking at the group chat. Do you think cruising will be safe come August 1st? And while we're waiting for some of you to put in there what you think about cruising, let's talk about some of the safety measures that are going to happen on board. First of all, I just got this yesterday. Carnival has partnered with infrared camera systems to take infrared camera of people who are arriving at the port, which will check your body temperature to see whether or not they feel like you might have a fever coming on board. They're also going to have medical personnel standing by at the port. So as you check in, you can be evaluated, both questionnaire and additional screening if they feel that you present yourself as someone who might look like you're sick coming on board. Also on board, there's going to be a lot more safety precautions as well. Now, I'm going to talk Carnival specific because Carnival is my line of choice, but I'm here to tell you that all of the cruise lines have put very similar measures in place for when they start sailing. Some of those measures include enhanced cleaning of the staterooms whenever you're not your stateroom. On Carnival, your stateroom is cleaned 3 times a day, and they will be going through and literally sanitizing the entire stateroom. They'll also be sanitizing other areas of the ship more regularly, and a complete sanitizing of all the public areas overnight while everybody is sleeping so that everything can be completely sanitized. There's also going to be hand sanitizer stations in much more abundance all over the ship. So literally everywhere you go, you can keep your hands sanitized, as well as attendants that are standing with a job that is doing nothing but refilling those sanitizing stations to make sure that they are full when you go to use them. I want to say thank you to Rhonda for the super chat. Appreciate it very much. It does go a long way. And also to Janice as well for her super chat. We really do appreciate it. It goes a long way for our channel. Another safety feature that Carnival is doing, and Royal Caribbean went a step further, but they're backtracking on that now, is the buffet for now is going to be changing. Now, a lot of people have called me and emailed me asking me about the buffet because a lot of people, that is their absolute favorite part of cruising. The buffet will still be there on Carnival. The only difference is now there will be staff members that will be putting the food on your tray instead of you reaching in and grabbing the food yourself. Similar to if you're like in an upscale wedding and you're going through the buffet and the caterer standing there with the spoon over top of the buffet and putting it on your plate. It'll still be unlimited. You'll still be able to have as much food as you want. The only difference is everybody won't be touching the food and the utensils that are going through the buffet. That way, only the staff member has them who have glove on his hands, and nothing can be spread that way. We have a question from Judd Lewis. How much do you think Carnival would give to push the dates back again? Traditionally, it depends on the length of your cruise. It's been either $600 or $300, depending on the length of your cruise. And that is just as a future cruise credit, which a lot of people are using simply to buy the drink package. So if you book a cruise in August and they cancel, I mean, a lot of people know they're going to cruise again, and they're looking forward to that Myself, one of my cruises was canceled during the shutdown, and we are sailing in January, and we have a $600 onboard credit before we ever board the ship, and we'll be using that as well. We have a 50th anniversary. Janice is booked on the 50th anniversary cruise. Our 50th anniversary cruise, Janice. We're going to be talking about that in just a second. I think that's one of our next things to talk about. Before we do that, let's see. We did have another question from Deb. Are you able to find out what they'll be sanitizing with, and it will be safe for my Glenna? I don't know what Glenna is, but I will say that they're going to use an industry-wide sanitation product. It's similar to what a lot of people are using, such as Walmart and those places, a professional-grade sanitation. What I've seen is for the public areas, it's like a spray sanitation, just kind of overlays over top of everything you see, and we'll sanitize that as well. So let's talk about, since we had somebody bring up the 50th anniversary cruise, I was going to talk about, my wife is looking at me like I did something wrong.
Glenna is the seeing eye dog.
Oh, Glenna is your seeing eye dog. I'm sorry, I didn't know her name. Yes, you are booked on our cruise. We have the coolest thing coming on our 50th anniversary cruise. We have a young lady who is sight impaired and is bringing her seeing eye dog, and we'll all get to meet the dog, and we're going to do some videos with her on the different areas of the ship that are friendly to those with sight impairments, and we're really looking forward to that. So let's talk about that cruise, because this is something that if you've cruised before, whether it be on a group cruise or a regular cruise, I promise you, the cruise we're doing on March 5th, 2022 will be unlike any other cruise you have ever been on. I can promise you that. If you have the time for an 8-day cruise on the Carnival Glory, it's in about 18 months from now on March 5th, 2022. We are going to be taking over the ship. We have about 250 cabins reserved for our group. And if you've ever cruised with me, you know that not only do you have all of the ship's activities that Carnival normally provides, but our group has all kinds of cool activities, from seminars to guest speakers to meet and greets to private cocktail parties with unlimited drinks and hors d'oeuvres. Lots of events included in the price of the group cruise that you normally won't find on any other cruise. And I promise you that this cruise, you'll get on there and you'll be absolutely overwhelmed and treated absolutely first class. I will be your cruise director on that cruise for the group, and I promise you an outstanding time. Now, this is also the 50th anniversary for Carnival itself. And Carnival is promising not only a lot of throwback activities as far as things that they've done away with over the years, such as the midnight buffets and things of that nature. I don't know exactly what they're going to be. They're going to bring all of them back for this cruise. But the coolest thing is going to happen. Carnival is promising that a lot of the ships are going to converge in the Caribbean, and they are going to sail together while Carnival makes a television commercial for 24 hours or so. And it'll be something that you've never even seen like anywhere before. It'll be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But the other cool part about this cruise, and it's something I didn't even realize when I booked it, is we're leaving out of New Orleans, and we're going to Cozumel, Grand Cayman, and Montego Bay, Jamaica over 8 days. But it's leaving out of New Orleans during Mardi Gras. Where else can you find a cruise with all these activities all included? Now, we're working on a group hotel. It will be additional for the hotel, but a group hotel for the nights before the cruise that you can sign up for that are going to be at a very reasonable rate. They won't be the $600 hotels that you find at Mardi Gras. It's going to be like $100, $150 for the night. Very reasonable rate for the group. We're also going to be chartering some buses that will not only bring you to the cruise on the day of the cruise and back either to the hotel or airport after the cruise, but we're also chartering buses for the night before the cruise to bring you from the hotel down to the French Quarter to actually enjoy Mardi Gras. I mean, this is going to be a cruise, I can promise you, like no other. And just as a shameful plug, here are the details. Hey guys, join us on March 5th, 2022 as we sail on the Carnival Glory. This group cruise will celebrate Carnival's 50th anniversary celebration. 8-day cruise will be from New Orleans to Cozumel, Grand Cayman, and even Montego Bay, Jamaica. Private events with free drinks, meet and greets, free ship tours, gifts, and a whole lot more on this group event. And the coolest part, this is Carnival's 50th anniversary, and along the way, lots of ships are going to meet up at sea for a grand celebration. Prices as low as $941 for an inside cabin, with a great payment program that starts with only $100 down. Now you need to reserve your cabin quick because space is limited. Call me now at 330-968-4300. Well, don't call me right now to book that cruise because right now we are going to be taking your phone calls live. If you have any cruise questions, feel free to call in at 330-968-4300. We'll put you on the air and answer your questions. You can, we're going to do that literally right now. Also, to book that cruise, you can go to www.cruisingwithsal.com, and that will give you all the information on the cruise as well as allow you to book it. The down payment is only $100, and the rest of the payments are spread out over the next 18 months. So it literally, the payment plan is affordable to just about anybody. So if you have any questions about that cruise, let me know in group chat or give me a call. Happy to talk about that group cruise. And we have a couple questions in chat. What's your gut feeling on October cruises sailing this year? We are booked on the Valor and wondering if you should pay it off now or wait till the last minute. Well, I'm always a fan of waiting to pay for my cruise. I mean, why let the cruise line have the interest on your money? As far as what's my feeling on it, I wish I could tell you. I don't think anybody really knows. Even the president of Carnival right now doesn't even know what's going to happen. So we're hoping August 1st. Do I really think it's going to happen on August 1st? I don't know. I'm thinking probably not. And I hate to say that and burst anybody's bubble. I'm hoping it does. But the other thing you got to look at is not only does Carnival have to be willing to sail, but will the ports all be open? Not only our ports, but all the ports throughout the Caribbean and the rest of the world that our Carnival ships stop in, will they be open for customers? So I don't know. I wish I had a better answer. Let's see. We have another question from Earl. Sal, how is the breeze? We've been on the Elation, Sunshine, Imagination. Is the breeze set up similar? No, not at all. The Elation and the Imagination are all much older ships, fantasy class ships. The breeze is much larger, much more modern. I personally love the fantasy class ships, the older ships. There's nothing wrong with them, but the breeze, I think you'll find to be a whole nother level of expectation. Again, just so those of you who joined us late, we are answering your questions in chat the best we can. If you do a super chat that helps our channel financially, we will be giving away a Carnival logo item to one person at random who did a super chat, but then everybody who does a super chat is going to get a surprise as well. So the next thing we're going to talk about, I've had lots of questions over the last few days, is about the new Carnival Mardi Gras. And what's it going to be like? And is it scheduled still to have its first sailing when Carnival wanted it to sail? And the answer to that question is I think not. I think the close down has affected everything, including the shipyards that are building the Carnival Mardi Gras. And I think it's probably going to be delayed. I think you'll find that announcement coming soon. I could be wrong, but from everything I heard, it could be soon. So I do have a video I'm going to show you really quick because a lot of people have asked me for a behind-the-scenes tour on the Mardi Gras. So here's that video.
It's grand, it's innovative, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. It's Mardi Gras, the ultimate cruise ship. With 6 widely different theme zones, never before seen technology, and one-of-a-kind thrills. Now we're going on a behind-the-scenes journey to give you the ultimate preview. The countdown to her arrival starts now. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? My name's Matt Mitchum.
And I'm John Heald. John Heald!
And we're here at Carnival headquarters in Miami to see how we got from the maiden voyage of our very first ship in 1972 to the arrival of the Mardi Gras this year.
This is a model of the Mardi Gras, and just looking at it now, the memories are extraordinary, very clear and present. And when I got promoted to cruise director, this was my very first ship. Ted Harrison dreamed of redefining the cruise vacation experience, making it accessible to anyone and everyone. We started out, Matt, with older refurbished ships, but then in the 80s, of course, we built the Tropical. Now this kicked off an industry-wide multi-billion-dollar shipbuilding boom, which, if you think about it, still continues to this day. Did you know that Carnival was the first cruise line to advertise on network television with the premiere of a groundbreaking ad campaign starring Kathy Lee?
In the morning, in the evening,
Ain't we got fun? Not much money, oh but honey, ain't we got fun? For more than 30 years, Carnival has earned the distinction of the most popular cruise line in the world. You know, a lot has changed since 1972.
Right.
Well, the one thing that hasn't changed is our amazing crew on the ships.
Was that Mickey?
No, so keep looking.
Now, back in the 70s, we never could have imagined building a ship with this many dining destinations, filled with our favorite celebrity chefs, BAM! State-of-the-art entertainment, and amazing accommodations, all topped off with the first ever roller coaster at sea.
From a converted transatlantic ocean liner to our most innovative ship ever built, Mardi Gras is the latest chapter in a nearly 50-year-long journey.
Now that right there is what I call an amazing throwback with an amazing tour guide and, of course, an amazing host. We're going to see who's ready on our next Mardi Gras adventure.
So until next time,
Bye.
bye. We said bye.
And that is Matt Mitchum, great friend of mine, great cruise director. Not sure what ship he'll be on when things come back. I don't think anybody really knows what ships the different cruise directors are going to be on. I think the schedule is pretty much thrown out the window. And of course, everybody knows John Heald, who is the brand ambassador for Carnival. Used to be a cruise director, technically still is the senior cruise director, but I think now he's more the figurehead. He is on board all the time. So if you see him on board, John is very approachable, very nice guy. Make sure you tap him on the shoulder. Oh, wait, you can't touch people anymore. just say hi to John. He's always willing to say hi and enjoy the guests on board Carnival.
Phone number is wrong on the ticker.
Uh-oh, I'm told the phone number is wrong on the ticker. Let's turn the ticker off because, yeah, the phone number is wrong. Oops. So if you called that phone number, you got the wrong phone number. Let's put the right phone number up on the screen. And the phone is live, so if you want to call, you can call right now and get through. So the Carnival Mardi Gras is actually going to be really cool. It's going to be designed into distinctive zones on board the ship. This is a first for Carnival. The 6 zones are Grand Central, which will be decks 6 through 8 midship. The French Quarter, which will have your New Orleans-style restaurants. Emerald Lagasse's restaurant will be on there on deck 6 aft. The La Piazza, which will be deck 8 midship. The Summer Landing, which will be deck 8 aft. Lido, which will be deck 16 and 17 aft, and the Ultimate Playground, which includes the new Bolt roller coaster. Whoever that was hung up, but okay. Which includes the new Bolt roller coaster on decks 18 through 20 aft. What do you guys think of the new roller coaster idea? I got to admit, I'm a little hesitant about the roller coaster. I know that, people tend to drink a little bit and they get sick now. I can't imagine if you're walking, down the Lido deck and somebody has a little too much to drink, that the roller coaster might, I wouldn't want to be under it. Let's see. We have Carter Jeremy on the line. Hi, Carter.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Fine.
What question can I answer for you?
It's on the Carnival Radiance.
The Carnival Radiance, I don't think anybody has information on the Radiance right now. Because of what happened, I think all plans for the Radiance are pushed back. I haven't received any releases or anything else, but I promise you, once I do, I will put it up immediately. Sorry, I wish I had a better answer for you.
Oh, that's all right. Thank you.
Thanks for calling in, Carter. Okay, so that is Carter of the Radiance. I wish I had more answer for you on the Radiance. I do have one more very short video I want to show you on the Mardi Gras, and that is the new cabins on the Mardi Gras. Okay, that is the cabins on the Mardi Gras. So I want to take a minute and first say thank you to everybody who did the super chats today. It's not too late to do a super chat. We will be giving away a prize to one super chat person. We have Rhonda says she's not a fan of roller coasters or land. Probably wouldn't do one at sea. I have to admit, Rhonda, I'm hesitant too, but I'm definitely going to try it at least once. I would be lying if I said I wasn't going to try it. Want to say hi to our friend Deborah and Marty. I don't see Marty on there. Well, Marty's picture's on there. Deborah and Marty, who we cruise with and have a real nice time whenever we visit Florida with. We appreciate your friendship. Let's see. Rhonda Agnew says, what are the chances we'll get an upgrade to balcony from an interior? Rhonda, I would say probably 0. While getting an upgrade is not unheard of, I think getting an upgrade from a balcony to interior is extremely unlikely, especially once we start sailing in the immediate future, because I think the cabins are going to be grabbed up pretty quick. I have a feeling, and Carnival hasn't announced this, but most insiders think that most of the ships will be sailing not completely full as we go. So I think getting an upgrade from an inside cabin all the way up to a balcony, I think, is probably pretty slim. Sorry, I'm looking at chats. Is John going to be on the group cruise? I have no idea. I'm quite sure he will be on one of the ships that are meeting up at sea. I can't imagine him not being, but I have no idea. Nobody really knows what ships John's going to be on until he announces he'll be on them. We do have a super chat from Tim. Do you know what ship ports will be leaving Florida on the 50th? No, I don't, Tim. I really don't. I can put that information together and put it on another video, but I'm here to tell you, for the difference of what it would cost you to drive to New Orleans or take a flight to New Orleans, I can promise you that our cruise on the Glory for that meetup will be completely different, a whole nother level of experience than what you'll find on any of the other cruises that will be on the meetup. It's hard to tell you what that is until you've sailed with me to know really what the difference is when I become your group cruise director, as opposed to just being on another cruise that's going to meet up during the celebration. So I hope you can be on that cruise. I'd really like you to be on that cruise. I promise you, we are going to have an absolutely fantastic time. If you want complete information on our cruise for the 50th anniversary, it's at www.cruisingwithsal.com. So let's see. We have a couple more comments. We have William Wins It All. 2 questions. The first question, is there going to be a freak with a way? And second question, I don't know what that first question means. Are we at odds with cruise ship departure first week of January at Baltimore going to be? I don't know, William. I don't think anybody knows the answer to that question right now. Right now, everything is on the up and up, with the exception of the ships that are scheduled to start on August 1st. I think pretty much all plans after that for the other ships are really in the up and up right now. I don't think anybody can answer that question for you. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, I'm using voice chat, same person, and that's not what I want to ask. The first question is there going to be a free giveaway? And the second one is accurate. Okay, so I think what William is referring to is, yes, we are actually giving away a free ticket to our group cruise. And the way that's going to work is if you book on the group cruise, during one of our cocktail parties, we are going to draw a name, and the person's name we draw is going to get their ticket refunded. So if you book on our group cruise, you have a chance of actually going on the cruise 100% for free. All you have to pay is the port charges and taxes. So the way to get that is very simple. Just book on our group at cruisingwithsal.com, and you have a chance automatically. All you got to do is come to the cocktail party with free drinks and hors d'oeuvres, and you have a chance of getting your ticket for free. Janice, another $10 super chat. Thank you very much, Janice. Susan says, I'd love to be with you on the Glory, but not really feasible from Australia. I can certainly appreciate that, Susan. It's definitely a long flight, but I promise it's worth it. If I couldn't do it personally, I can't sit on an airplane that long, and I worked for Delta for a long time, and I just can't sit on an airplane that long. So I completely understand where you're coming from. But if you can make it to New Orleans, I can promise you, if you take nothing else from this, I can promise you that our cruise experience on the Glory will be different than any other cruise you have ever taken in your lifetime. Again, you have to really sail with me to know what the differences are. When I become your cruise director, it's just a whole different ballgame. Somebody wants to know, what is the size of our group on the cruise? Right now, we have 250 cabins reserved. Tickets are selling really quick. There's really no way of knowing what the final size will be until we get closer to the cruise, but we have 250 cabins reserved, and we can get more cabin. Carnival knows what we do on board a ship. We have a very good working relationship with our friends over at Carnival, and they literally let us have more access than anything you've ever seen on board. Again, you can give me a call at 330-968-4300 if you have any questions. I want to thank everybody for all these super chats. It really does make our channel, allows us to accumulate this information, buy the equipment we need in order to put these events on. And we really, really do appreciate it. I'm going to scroll up and look for some more questions that I haven't answered. So if you have a question, now is the time to get it in, or if you want to do a last minute super chat, now is the time to do it. We're going to be giving a prize away here in just a few minutes. Let's see. Okay, so we have Janice again. Steakhouse, how is the food, and is it worth the extra money? So let's talk about the two different dining experiences that are, well, there's more, such as the sushi house, which I strongly recommend, best sushi you'll ever have. But the two dining experiences that I get asked most about is the steakhouse and the chef's table. So let's talk about that. The steakhouse, for a nominal fee, it's less than $40 a person. Yes, it is absolutely worth it. You will find premium choice steaks, lobster, and just a dining experience that is much more of an upscale than what you'll find in the main dining room. Instead of having 3 waiters that have 10 tables, you have 2 waiters that have 2 tables, and they just the attention you get and the food you get is much more designed just for a small audience. And the quality, I mean, it's 5-star dining at sea for the cost of what the Olive Garden is going to cost you at home. So yes, I definitely recommend the steakhouse. And a tip that a lot of people know, some people don't know, if you book the steakhouse on the first night of your cruise, you can ask them for a free bottle of wine or champagne. Now, they used to offer this to you. They don't offer it any longer. You have to ask them for it on most ships. But if you ask for it, you will get a free bottle of wine or champagne if you book it on the very first night, the day you board the ship. And the cool part about that is because it is the first day, you don't have to dress up. Normally, the steakhouse you dress up for. You don't have to dress up on the first night because a lot of people don't have their clothing. And the other dining option I get asked a lot is the chef's table. Is it worth it? It's much more expensive than the steakhouse. And if you've never done it, it's worth doing it once. I've done it twice. Would I do it again? Probably not if I have to pay for it. The first time was fantastic. The second time was fantastic, except we did get a little food sick from it. But I don't really blame that on the chef's table. That could have really happened anywhere. A couple people that were dining with us that night also had a little bit of food poisoning from it. I'm not saying that's something you're going to experience. The odds of it happening twice, I've never heard of it happening anywhere else. So it's probably not going to happen to you. but just the experience. I don't think personally, I don't have a need to sit through a 3.5-hour dinner anymore to see that experience. So personally, I wouldn't do it again. But if you haven't done it, I would recommend doing it at least once. It's a culinary experience that is really a lot of fun. Where can I see your interview with the CEO? Nowhere, because I haven't interviewed Mickey Harrison. I can tell you this: I am working with Carnival literally as we speak. We were swapping emails today with some great interviews that are coming up soon. Interviews with some of the cruise directors, John Heald, if we can. Working on some ship captains and some more people that are either on the ship now at sea with no guests, or people that are at home or work down at corporate. So hopefully we can get that handled. Right now, it's tough because Carnival is really focusing on customer service right now and logistics of their ships and guests. So it's hard to get them to nail them down for the time to be able to do these interviews. But I can tell you that I work with Carnival every day. As you saw, some of the videos from the food recipes put together, some of our videos are sponsored by Carnival. We have a great working relationship with the company, and we're trying to nail down some of those interviews. When we can, we'll definitely put them up for you. Benjamin, can you please find out the other ships that will be in the Caribbean during the 50th anniversary sailing? Love your channel. Been waiting 2+ years. Yes, I will find out, Benjamin, and I will post that hopefully later this week, which sailings they were. But I can promise you it's worth coming. The difference will be night and day between what our guests on the Glory experience and what you experience on the other ships during the 50th anniversary. And the payment plan is much better too. You don't have to come up with a huge down payment. We'll make it a lot of fun. Let's see. Just a real quick yay. All right, let's see. Did I miss any questions? Let me scroll up. Benjamin really wants to know about the other ships. What are your gut feelings on October? We're booked on the Veil. I think I already answered that one. Lots of questions about the other ships for the 50th out of Florida. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. And if you got a cruise booked and the ship is booked solid, but they're only leaving it at 30%, how do they determine who gets bumped? That is an awesome question, Billy. And the answer is a definite, this is an absolute cut and dry answer. The answer is nobody knows. I don't even think Carnival knows at this point. I'm sure they have some kind of plan into effect. I mean, I imagine they're probably only booking to what they feel like right now that they are going to book for. But I don't think anybody knows for sure. I think Carnival's yet to announce that, and I don't think that that they're going to announce that anytime soon. It could possibly be that nobody gets bumped. It could be that as they're booking right now, they're only booking to a certain percentage. But I don't think anybody knows that answer right now because Carnival hasn't given an official answer up front. William said, you didn't answer my second question, and the first question I have is, how do you enter for that giveaway? I think I did answer that. If you're talking about the giveaway of the free cruise, all you have to do is register to go on board, and we're going to be giving away a free cabin. For the giveaway for this video, if you do a super chat, you're automatically registered for a giveaway and a special promotion. If you do a super chat, and a super chat is the little $ next to chat that financially supports our channel. Let's see. If they cancel the Radiance again, do you think the room credit will be the same? Yeah, I do. I don't think Carnival is going to change that. I think they've been, and I could be wrong. You know, again, a lot of the information I'm giving today is just my personal feeling based upon who I've talked to at the company and looking at what they've done in the past. But Luis, right now, there's no reason to believe that they would do anything different than what they've already done. What they've already been doing. And I think that the company has been extremely generous with their credits. So, I mean, I know people that have booked $150 cabin for a cruise and it got canceled. And not only did they get their money moved over, they got a $600 onboard credit for another cruise because they took my advice. I've been telling people to do that since the first time before they canceled their last round of cabins. Let's see. Jennifer says, if I already took a hot steak deal with Carnival and book directly with them, can I still turn and book with you and get a better deal? Okay, so here's the deal if you book with me. First of all, if you book with me, you're going to get an extra onboard credit to your cruise. If you've already got your cruise booked with Carnival and you haven't paid your last payment yet, you can call us and we can switch your booking over to us. Nothing changes on your booking. Any pricing that they gave you stays the same. Any special onboard credits they gave you stays exactly the same. The two differences that you get is we give you an onboard credit to enjoy on board, just as our way of saying thank you for transferring the booking over to us. And if the rates do go down and you booked under a rate code that allows you to get the lower discount, we watch those rates for you. And if you're eligible for a lower rate and it goes down, we can certainly get you the lower rate as well. To do that, all you got to do is call us at 330-968-4300, and you will get an extra onboard credit for booking with us. The onboard credit amount really depends on your booking and what ship it's on and what the length and what you paid for it. We basically take some of what Carnival gives us and gives it back to you as a way of saying thank you for booking with us. And again, you can transfer that booking to us just by giving us a call. Next question is, Janice, I will be a gold member this year for my Bahamas cruise. I'm so excited to become a diamond member. Yeah, membership is great. The AFP Club is wonderful, especially once you start hitting the higher levels. And the question I get asked a lot, even though that you didn't ask it specifically, Janice, is if you're going on a cruise and halfway through that cruise you turn to a different level, will you still get the level you're going to become on that cruise? And the answer is yes. If you're going to become a new member of the VIFP level, it will take place as of the very first day of the cruise if you turn that way on board the ship. So hopefully that answers that question. William again talking about the January cruise at Baltimore. What are the odds the cruise is going to be happening? Janice or William, again, there's no way to give you odds. I personally think by January we'll be sailing again. Oh my goodness, that I forgot to change that. Oops. So many people, when I put the new office look online, said make sure you put that finger down, that finger that's right there, and nobody noticed it. Where am I at? It's everything's backwards on this. There we go. That finger right there, I accidentally forgot to put down. So sorry about that. And watch, that'll be the video. That'll be the finger that gets my video demonetized. Oh well, what are you going to do? All right, it's not too late. I'm going to go about one more minute if we don't have any more questions. If you want to get into the giveaway we're going to do with the logo gift, as well as the gift to everybody else, you still have time to do that. I'm going to scroll back up, see if there's any questions that I missed. It's not too late to call in. If you want to call in at 330-968-4300. If you have any questions, comments, let's see. Billy says, I think Carnival is going to be the safest place to be right now, but the ships are spotless health-wise. People will be checked before ship. I agree, Billy. I am not worried at all. The one thing I know about Carnival, and they do get a bad rap sometime, but I'm here to tell you that Carnival Cruise Lines, their first priority, while they have to make money for their stockholders, and if you have stock, we're going to talk about that in a second, their first priority, I can promise you, every single person I've met on board, from the person who cleans your stateroom to the captain to the high-up execs that I've spoken to at Carnival, Carnival's number one priority is your safety and the safety of its crew. And I can promise you that they will not sail until their ships are safe. It's just that simple. And if they open up, I have the most confidence in Carnival Cruise Lines that it will be safe to sail on board. Now, does that mean that no one will get sick on board? Of course not. There's no way anybody can guarantee that. But I'm going to tell you that if they open back up, it will be as safe, if not safer, than going to your local Walmart. I mean, Walmart's certainly not taking your temperature before you go inside. They're not having health screening before you go inside. And I have the utmost confidence in my friends at Carnival. I do believe that Carnival will be safe to sail when they open back up. That's just my personal belief. But yeah, I agree. I think Carnival will be safe. Benjamin asks who's my favorite cruise director, and by far it's Matt Mitchum. He was in the video I showed you earlier. Good friend, and he's so much fun. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Matt. But all the cruise directors are great. Excuse me. Have you ever sailed with Chris Donkey Salazar as your cruise director? I have sailed with every cruise director that's been on Carnival at one time or another. I don't remember all their names. Lots of them become good friends of mine. Lots of them I sailed with once and completely forgot them. My favorite cruise director of all time, I don't know if those of you who've been sailing for a long time, he's no longer working with Carnival, would be Todd Whitman. If you remember Todd and his happy he would walk around the ship going like this all the time as a way of saying good service to the guests. But Todd was on the Conquest for many years, and by far my favorite cruise director of all time. Who's your favorite cruise director? I'd love to know in the comments down in this video. Let's see. We have another super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. 1986 DRK. Appreciate the super chat. So let's talk about one more thing. Let's talk about Carnival stock, because I had a direct message asking me about this. I've been telling people to buy Carnival stock for the last 2 months when it was down to $8 a share. I bought Carnival stock. I've told many of you to buy Carnival stock. It's gone up. It's going down a little. But by far, if you bought Carnival stock, you have made probably at least double your money in the last 2 months. I know I've made almost triple my money because I bought it and sold it at the right time. It's not too late. As a matter of fact, it went down a little bit over the last couple of days. So it's still a good time to get Carnival stock. You can get it for probably under 15 bucks a share. And traditionally, Carnival stock trades at about $50 to $60 a share. And there's no doubt in my mind that once we're sailing again, Carnival's customers are so loyal, and cruising customers are so loyal, there's no doubt in my mind it's going to go right back up there. But even now, if you buy it, the odds are you're going to make great money. Of course, it's a stock. You could lose your money. But so far, like I said, I've tripled my money in the last 2 months, so I can't be happier with my Carnival stock. Also, if you have 100 shares of Carnival, you get an onboard credit on every cruise that you go on. So that's always a nice perk as well. Deb Wright, will you be sending out confirmation paperwork for the anniversary cruise? Sorry if you answered the question. Yes, you should have already gotten it, Deb. When I'm done this video, I will go down and find out what email address we sent yours to and get it resent out to you. But yeah, you should have already received it. Okay, so I think that is about it. So I want to say thank you for all of the super chats. And we are going to use our random machine here, and we are going to give the prize to Callie Gallardo. Callie Gallardo, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, everybody, for your super chats. We can't thank you enough. We appreciate your support of this channel. Callie, make sure you send me a message through Facebook within the next 24 hours with your physical address, and we will get your Carnival logo gift sent out to you. For everybody else that did a super chat, you can look forward to a $25 onboard credit for any cruise that you book, either transfer to me that you already have booked, or cruise that you book through me, an extra $25 onboard credit. Just mention this video, mention that you did a super chat, and you will get that $25 onboard credit towards your next cruise. It's as simple as that. So I want to thank you all. Again, we can't thank you enough. Lots of thank yous. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you very much for the super chats, for supporting our channel, for being the best part of our channel. Like I said, I can't thank you all enough. We appreciate you watching our videos. If you are not subscribed, again, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the little bell notification, hit the thumbs up, and if you would share this video or any of our videos on your social media, such as Facebook or Twitter, to help us grow our channel even more, it'd be a great way to say thank you to me, and I can't thank you enough. And hopefully I'll see you on your next cruise up on the Lido deck.